Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Yes,
Long time no see.
yes, we're back. And hello, everyone, as you slowly start logging in. Let's do catch-ups. So, Ams, how you been?
Yeah, sorry I wasn't on last week because we had decided it was like the only day we could decorate the tree. So my dad, he gets off around like 5 or 6. So I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe we can like squeeze in a few hours. But then he like had his workday delayed, and I was just like, all right, well, sorry. Okay, I'm not gonna be here today. So, but the tree's up. It's cute. It's beautiful. We also got a new star from Target. They have these like super cool stars. You know how well, when I was a kid, I'm not sure about you guys, but there used to be like these little like globes you could put in your room that like shined the stars or like different designs on your ceiling. Excuse me. We got one of those. The star does that. So it's like on top of the tree.
Cool.
And it has like star designs like just circling like this on top of the like around the ceiling. And I'm like, this is so cool. They have like so many other cool like star designs now.
That is so awesome.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's that. And then I'm a busy bee because I've got like a mountain of like freaking projects to do for knitting. And then I also have I do this. For some reason I'm this type of person where I love to challenge myself. So I just like I see my plate and I'm just like, how full can I make it? And then how more full can I make it? So I put
It's the tower.
Exactly. And just gets bigger. I'm just like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that seems doable. I just keep on tacking it on. So I'm like doing cookies for neighbors. I'm doing German fruit cake. I'm also knitting. Hopefully by Christmas. I want to be done by Christmas. I'm not sure at this point. Along with my business. So yeah, I might be insane. So that's what's going on with me. How about you, Chan?
Oh, I'm good. I was just gonna say busy is not a bad thing because it's usually when we're not busy that we get a little crazy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I'm good. We got archery up as well. Did that on Sunday. I don't know. My days are running together right now because I've been like all over the place with all kinds of stuff. I did start taking my vitamins again, and I'm super happy about that. Which sounds ridiculous, but it seems like it's helping me. I'm not drinking as much coffee either, so you know, I'm noticing that like if I drink too much coffee, I just feel funny. So that's that's new for me because I usually drink coffee all day, and now I stop at like half a pot, which for me is only about 2 cups because my coffee cups are freaking monstrous. So but it's just one of those things. I'm getting crazy with getting some holiday stuff going as far as like gifts and things, and I guess just having fun with that. Last year, JD's mom bought me this. Do you know what I mean when I say a bust tree? Like it's like a dress with a like the bottom of it is the tree and it's the skirt part, and then it's got like a dress dummy on top of it. She got it for me last year for Christmas, or well, just before Christmas, and it's covered in glitter. It's like gold glitter.
Oh my gosh!
Oh wow!
But so like when I pull it out, it just like it totally dusts the entire freaking room when I do it. So like part of putting up decorations was busting out the shop vac to get as much glitter up as possible. But of course, it looked like somebody had like a 1980s stripper party in here. Whenever it was over, it was just freaking hilarious. I was tracking it all over
the little strippers.
No, and I was tracking it all over the house because it was all over my shoes because nobody else wanted to mess with it because it's covered in glitter. Nobody wanted to get glitter on them, so they're playing with the big tree, and I'm putting that thing up, and it's just like so much glitter. Yeah, it was fun though. It's
my nightmare.
It's not quite that tall, and it's very, very gold. Like where that boost like has like the dress top that's red. This whole like dress dummy part is gold. So it doesn't have like a separate what looks like a dress piece, but I'm gonna mess with it and probably like add some things to it. It came pre-made, and I know that you can buy them at the what is that freaking it's like a
One
home
unmade
decor store. Like, what's it called? Is it called At Home? Is that a thing? I don't remember.
Home Goods.
I think it's
Goods
called
or something,
At Home.
or no?
Is that right?
I
Is
think
that
that's I think
that's
that's
a
part
store.
of that line.
Is
yeah.
it? I think because I know it's not Home Goods. I know it's not that. So I think it's the At Home one. Because I saw them. My girlfriend and I stopped at one of those stores, and I saw one in there. So I know you can grab them in there. And mine, like I said, mine's not very tall. It's almost like a tabletop tree. It has an extender, so you could make it taller, but it would be like the bottom half of the tree by like 1.5 feet wouldn't have any leaves. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, but anyway, that was tons of fun getting. I actually started feeling a little more in the holiday spirit once we got some lights up and decorations and got the stockings out and did all that stuff. Yeah, so I'm here. I'm doing it. I'm making it happen, guys. Trying to be cheerful about it too. Anyway,
Yay.
Lady Love, how are you?
Oh, I'm kicking. I'm still kicking. Definitely got a nice cold going on.
Mhm.
Lovely, great working in a petri dish.
Hmm.
One more week of work before break.
Mhm.
Never thought 3 weeks would be forever, but guys, 3 weeks. This is killing me.
Yeah.
This is killing me before break, and I know I'm lucky to have a break, and I know like there are a lot of people who don't, so I can't complain. But finishing up Christmas decorating here. We've got our trees out. We just need to decorate them, so I'll probably do that this weekend. And love walking, at night, walking Magnus, because I see all the houses with all the lights up, and it helps. Yeah, like when I'm feeling down, I see all the lights, and it really does. It helps.
That brightens my day too.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, taking care of Jason.
Poor Jason. I feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
Oh, haven't put the crutch up his ass yet. He's doing good. He's getting his ass.
That's a tough one.
He's getting his butt whooped at PT. He just got mad at me for saying that comment.
Aw.
Aw.
You gave a dirty look.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, he's getting his butt whooped at PT, but he's doing good.
That's good.
Very good.
What about you, Anna?
I could shut down the internet.
I have been, speaking of internet, I have been battling internet, trying to make sure that my daughter is able to be online to do her finals this weekend. Let's see. I've been working. We got our Christmas decorations almost complete outside. We got the lights up last weekend. Russ and RJ did. And then we got the Christmas tree put together. And of course, our new little kitten has decided that is his favorite toy.
Yay.
So he spends a lot
you
of time.
You'll find him
spending-
up in the tree.
Oh, yeah. He spends a lot of time in timeout in the bedroom. I don't think he's going to be free to run the house until after Christmas, which we were hoping to be able to bring him out and let him run around with the cats all day long, even while we're gone now. But because he can't be trusted around the tree, it's like, nope, that's not going to happen.
You may want to just invest in shatterproof ornaments until he gets older.
They are shatterproof, but we also have some Hallmark things on there. Like I found him this morning he was supposed to be eating breakfast. I'm in the kitchen getting my stuff together, and he is in the tree behind Superman, batting at Superman. And I was like, you need to get out of there now. So yeah, he got put in his timeout.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's upset about it, but then again, I don't think he is. He's like, yep, no, I'm gonna go do it again. Like you don't. Rhea says that he has a very, very, very long learning curve, which I'm like, Probably. That would sound about right.
You have a beginning of an alpha male trying to deform because
He has to go up against Hershey first, and
Yes.
Hershey's cute though. Hershey will sit there and play with him, and then Twix will come running by him, and Hershey will just reach his paw out and put it on top of his head,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "Stop, stay." Jeez Louise.
our one cat Mo is definitely like he's got the alpha in him, and when we first got him and he saw the Christmas tree, it was like, boing.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I remember my cat. She didn't want to really go in the tree, but we did have a lot of round, fragile glass ornaments. So we learned quickly. We tried putting them on the bottom, and she would just bat them off and break them.
Right.
So we had to get little
Up
plushy
high.
ones. Yeah, we put them up high, and we keep little robust ones. Like we have little plushies too. We just put those on.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh.
Do you
yeah.
guys have a lot of decorations on your trees?
Oh my
Like
God, we do
lot?
now. Oh, we
Well,
do
let's
now.
find out from Grooms and then
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Sorry.
Sorry.
It's okay. I have nothing. It's at work, life, whatnot. I bought a bed for the cats. They're enjoying it. I'll see if I can show it. I was showing it earlier. See if I can get there. They're both sleeping over there on a little kitty bed. So, yeah, they're being best friends right now. Well, the girls are always very sisterly to each other, so that's always been nice. Not too much crazy new with me. Just a lot of work is what it is. Next week it'll be a little bit more so, but I'll keep that a surprise till then.
There you go.
But to answer your question, no, I don't do Christmas tree. Although we do have a Christmas tree, we just haven't gone around to cleaning up the house enough to really even make it worth putting up. First time I moved out here to Jersey, Ozaba loved drinking the water. That's just what she does. It's her favorite alcoholic drink, tree water. Harvey hasn't been with a live Christmas tree, and Wobble's just kind of because we put this dog thing around it so that Ozaba can not get in it, but she still figured out a way. So no live trees, no trees for us. Yeah.
Aw.
No fake tree?
We have the fake tree. We just we don't put it out. It's just the house, bringing that back out again is just going to be too much work. It's just annoying. So we're just kind of until we get the rest of our life situated.
Yeah.
Christmas tree is going to be one of the last ones.
Get a little tabletop tree.
Gotta have a tabletop for that too. We don't even have a dining room table. So that's what I'm saying. It's just one of those, eventually it'll probably be there. Maybe talk to us in 10 years. We'll see.
There you go, eventually.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. How about you guys and all your trees? Do you guys do massive amounts on them?
Yeah, ours have, over the years, just accrued a lot of decorations. So there's decorations that people have made, and there's also decorations that people have given as gifts. We have pictures of people. There's even ornaments that are as old as me or older, 28 plus years. So
Oh wow.
I know. There's baby's first Christmas 92, and I'm just okay. And there's this it's so funny it's just seeing the age of certain ornaments, because we also have this purple bear that is a little plush bear. My mom loves bears, so there's a lot of bears. And for some reason it's retained its smell. So every time we pull it out, we're just oh yeah, nostalgia. So that one goes up. And then there's also ones I made when I was in elementary school. There's one from 1997. And it's this little wreath. I know, I'm just but then there's newer ones that my sister made. There's 30 plus years of history on this tree, and there are so many now. So many. I'm trying to put them in the tree and out the tree and on different branches, and then I reached a moment where I'm just I think we're done, and then my mom goes, "Oh, there's more. We're not done." And I'm where are we gonna put them, Mom?
We do 2 trees now. 2 trees.
We might have to, yeah.
Oh, we have 2 trees. We have the I'll call it the family tree, and then Jason and I have our own tree, and that's where we put all Hallmark ornaments on it and some other other ornaments, and then but I actually have my own box of ornaments that I've been given over the year or that were mine when I was little that I'm just waiting to use.
Mhm.
Right.
The kids and I just started over. We just started like after we moved here. We had a ton of ornaments and all kinds of stuff that was in like totes and boxes and things like that in our shed. And I literally walked away from pretty much all of it. Like, okay, time to start fresh. Like, I'm just done with the way life has been up until this point. You know what I mean? And it kind of felt good to just like purge all of that old stuff and just start over. So it's like all the ornaments that we have for on the tree are just from now, from the last 2 years. Yeah, and we bought a fake tree. The kids and I used to get a real tree every year, but I know you can call me a baby if you want to, but like cutting down a freaking tree just really broke my heart every year. I know I'm a big baby and I don't care, but
Well, no, it's a lot.
It's okay.
I mean, a lot of the trees are also planted specifically for it. I know it sucks.
I know,
but it's not like whatnot.
Like knowing I was killing something just really bothered me. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
It gets tossed away. That's why people try to keep it as long as they can. They keep the Christmas tree up well into January,
right,
and things of that
right.
nature. If
Fire
they can survive.
hazard. Good
Yeah.
job,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, we have artificial trees.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're
We
just
found
easier.
a 9-foot one at Hobby Lobby. It was on clearance because it was the last one they had.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was the display. They had to take it down and put it in the box so we could buy it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We got it for like 50% off. The first year JD and I had Christmas here,
Mm-hmm.
and just like every year we kind of buy like a couple more ornaments, nothing major.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to get one of those like Hallmark their special ornament plugs. You know what I mean? They have like
Yeah.
the weird thing. It'll all light up together or whatever. Our
Mhm.
tree skirt's supposed to light up, but I keep forgetting to get the harness for it's like the magic plug thing. I don't know what the fuck it's called anymore, but we've had the same tree skirt for I think 2 years now, and it's supposed to light up, and we've never lit it up because I keep fucking forgetting to buy the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I did, and it's a Star Wars tree skirt, of course.
Yeah.
And I did find the Death Star tree topper, which I was wicked excited about because it plays music and lights up and shit, and it's awesome.
I have Jason got me the Hogwarts tree
The tree
topper.
skirt. Oh, the topper.
The tree
cool.
topper, but I'm not going to use it as a tree topper. I'm probably going to put it on like a table somewhere, and I've got some ornaments that connect with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing, well, of course, I think it was a Dumbledore that came out and Hagrid,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think. Yeah, I think they're out now.
Can I tell you guys I'm really, really fucking stupid though?
What?
Go ahead.
One of the things that we decorate the tree with are like those those pine scented air fresheners that are in taxi cabs and shit.
Yes. They work though.
I love it.
We have like 3 of them. We have 3 of them on there now because they're so overwhelming. Like the smell is so powerful when you open them, you're like, whoa. It almost makes you sick on your stomach at first. You're like, damn, it smells like New York City taxi in here. Like it's just really freaking rough. But after a while it sort of dissipates and it's just kind of silly. Like it's fun to have them on the tree. It's a silly thing.
Yeah, we have there's a brand called, I think they're called Sensicles. Like
Uh-huh.
Sensicles. They're just little sticks.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
Yeah.
we have those.
They have a spray that you can spray down your fake tree to make it smell like pine.
Oh.
I just
Little
like air
sickles
fresheners.
work.
Or you can do what I did. I bought they have a pine like Glade air freshener, and I just sprayed that on a
Oh,
tree.
yeah, spray the fuck
I
out of
was
it.
like,
you know?
here, I'm gonna spray the tree.
Ooh, I wonder
just
if
like the pine tree, the little pine tree. They make me laugh.
Wonder if they made snowflakes, like air freshener in snowflakes shape. That'd be cute. I wonder if they got those scented beads now. I wonder if you were making an ornament like
Yeah.
that and just put those in there.
Every year,
Yeah.
put in some of the beads.
That'd be like,
You
I
guys
guess
have
that'd
weird
be a lot.
ones. Do you have weird ones like the little pine tree scented
We
air
have this.
fresheners?
We
I'm
have
trying to think.
fit sticks. We have like the same ones that like
Fence sticks.
yeah.
We have not really weird, but kind of niche. So when it came to the claymation animations, I love them, by the way. Do you guys remember the Misfits? Like on the Island of Misfits?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Island
the
of
Misfit
Misfit
Toys.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
from the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer claymation special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have, because I still love them. I loved them even, like, you know, when I was a kid. So my parents got the plushies for me. So there's those little guys like on the bottom of the tree. There's like a little the main characters, like the airplane, and then there's I forgot his name, but he's the king. He's like a griffin. I don't know, a lion with
The Lion King.
So, yeah,
King
the-
Lion.
like those are kind of weird. I guess.
Jason loves that Rudolph collection, and he got the set, and we had it on our mantle, and he actually got Maya to build him a outdoor. It looks like it's outside, snow on the ground. It's the night sky, and he can put all the pieces on it.
Oh,
I'll
that's
see if
really
he's
neat.
got pictures of it, and
I'd love to see it.
have it sent to like Grimm's or something, so she can put it up. But yeah, it's really cool.
I put my Kermit ornament up on the tree this year, thanks to
Aw.
Stephanie and Jason from getting it. They got it for me last year. Yeah.
I was gonna say something. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna show something. Sorry, I'll just do it. I was gonna show this. This is probably the favorite like tree topper that I've seen so far that someone's done.
Big
Grogu.
Grogu.
I was afraid to say his name because he has a name now. I didn't want to like.
If
be
they haven't watched it
spoiler.
by now, then
I
you're
love
not
it
you're
how
not a
he's
fan.
got the little bobble.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
It's the
so-
silver one.
I'm
Can
so ecstatic he has a name finally.
Can
I'm
I
so
just
happy.
say, last week's Mandalorian?
Cried.
Boba Fett.
Yeah, so did I.
I cried.
my
I
God.
cried.
So much
I was like, no, no.
So insane.
Just whatever spoilers, don't listen for the next few
Oh my
minutes.
God,
But
I'm
it was
sorry, I
so
had to-
sad.
Ah,
So
I had
sad. And his little body was like,
He was fighting so
and he's like,
hard.
I was so scared. I was like, please don't turn him evil. Don't turn
No.
him evil.
Yeah.
didn't
That
you
was-
learn? You didn't learn from Anakin. You can't do this.
Oh my god! It
And
was
then, of course,
so fantastic.
Boba Fett's back.
Oh,
That was
I
me.
know.
That was me.
there. Anyway,
It was so pretty. Yeah,
I know.
I'm
I don't know
sorry.
when I'm going to be able to watch the next episode tomorrow. I'm going to be busy from the morning on, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure
yeah.
I'm going to end up spoiling it for myself. I'm sure because I'm going to be watching all the Instagrams and stuff like that. Like I spoiled Bo-Katan for myself beforehand. Ahsoka I knew was coming, but I knew it was that episode because I spoiled it ahead of time too. And yeah,
Jason knew about Mandalorian's ship getting blown up. That got spoiled for him.
My
Mm.
heart sank when that
Same.
happened. I was so
Yeah.
sad. I was like,
But
no.
I love it at the end when he was going through all the rubble and he picked up the staff and he picked up the little bauble. I was like, oh,
it's like no, he kept it. No, funny story.
Sadness.
A funny story with Gort. In the morning, one of his friends had sent to him. I don't know the name of it. The something one. The whatever Boba Fett's ship
Slave
was.
One. It's
Slave
the
One.
Slave
Yeah,
One.
Slave One.
Slave One. His friend messaged him. It's all like, oh, the Slave One is my favorite ship. Just messaged him randomly for it, and he's all like, "What is this a spoiler?" And then I guess he didn't respond. And then Gort watched the show, and he watched it. And then his friend's like, "No, I just was looking at all my Lego ships, and I just said this is just a really cool Lego ship. Like I just love it. It's my favorite ship." And then and then he's all like, "Wait, did I just spoil the episode for myself?" Like,
not even realizing.
no, he just decided to message him and just say, "Oh, I love the Slave One. It's just such a cool ship."
It
Yeah,
is
that's
though.
really
Like I
random.
mean, like it is. It's a great ship. It's just I'm
It's
sad to
iconic.
see.
It is iconic Star
Mhm.
Wars. It's like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Death Star, and
Boba Fett. Oh my god.
Yeah, Max freaked out. He was just like, like on the edge of the bed, like, oh my god.
I was
Especially when
really
the Death Troopers came down too. He
Mhm.
loved them.
Mhm.
I was really upset to hear that people were like going off about how I guess fat Boba Fett is.
Yeah,
Calling him
that-
Boba
yeah.
Fett.
He's older.
Yeah, there was this
He was
TikTok.
fat. He doesn't
There
look
was this
fat to me.
Yeah, there's this TikTok of this girl's all like, "You Star Wars fans are very harsh. You're very harsh. Like, first you don't like that Baby Yoda is eating chicky nuggies, and you know you guys will eat your omelets perfectly fine, but you don't want to be able to eat these eggs. Like, what's wrong with you?" Two, you want to complain about Bo-Katan and having breast armor, and it's all like she has boobs, she needs space. That's just what it is. Like, it's not like they're sexualizing her. And then three, you guys are complaining about Ahsoka Tano and how she looked a certain way in Rebels. It's like, all of a
because
sudden,
her tentacles weren't long enough.
Yeah,
But,
and people are all
that was just
like-
a costume thing at that point, man.
yeah. Well, the funny thing was, she was like, "Oh, so all of you guys all of a sudden like Rebels now? Like, I thought you guys hated this show because of the animation." And then it's like, and now you want to body shame Boba Fett? Like, what is wrong with you guys? You guys can't be pleased about anything.
This man survived. Like, he survived death, and this is your complaint. Like,
Yeah.
When,
what?
when he came back down with his armor on.
Chills.
Oh,
Chills.
I'm gonna be honest,
Absolute.
none of it did anything for me. I didn't really care about any of the Boba Fett stuff. I don't care about him as a character. It was all the
Oh
Baby
my
Yoda
God.
stuff to me, so that's what
I mean,
matters.
Grogu.
Boba Fett is a harsh
Grogu, yes, but
motherfucker,
still,
bro.
he's still always Baby Yoda. There's this meme that Gort sent me, was just all like, "Hey, what's your name?" It's like making fun of Superbad, I guess, when they talk to McLovin. It's like, "Hey, what's your name?" And he's all like, "Grogu." It's like, "We're gonna still call you Baby Yoda, you son of a bitch." It's all like, it just is. He's always gonna be Baby Yoda. Like, I know Grogu, but Baby Yoda.
Yeah. He is always going to be Baby Yoda. Always.
Yeah, it's not gonna change.
Well, we'll get us back to Christmas time. So Jason has started with my favorite Christmas tradition starts tomorrow, which is Christmas wrapping, which I guess that's what you guys are doing tomorrow.
I
Lady
guess
Love?
he's doing that.
Oh, he's doing that.
He might be starting to do that when I'm at work. I don't know.
Okay. He said he likes to listen to the music.
I've done most of the decorating, so I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of wrapping.
Okay.
I've
neither
never
am I.
been real good at it. I mean, I'll do it, but I don't like it. I'll decorate.
Well, when it
Wrapping
comes to
presents sometimes.
yeah.
Depends. Yeah,
When it
go
comes
ahead.
to listening to Christmas music, I usually like doing that while I make cookies because we every single year we make sugar cookies. And there's like this recipe is so good because I don't know if I mentioned it before, but it has almond extract in it along with vanilla extract, so it gives like this sort of unique but pleasant flavor and smell to the sugar cookies.
Mhm.
So we fell in love with it. We do it every single year. So I'm doing tomorrow. I'm gonna be actually. I have the dough already made because I made gingerbread as well, and the dough needs to set for like 24 hours in the fridge. So,
Oh, wow.
but the payoff is so worth it because they are super chewy. They stay chewy as well,
Okay.
and they're just absolute best. It was so funny. Like I just like ordered some metal cookie cutters from Ann Clark. I think it's Ann Clark. I don't quite remember, but it's that brand. And they were like, "Oh, here's this little recipe book, just in case you want to make some cookies by us." And I'm like, "All right."
Mhm.
I tried their gingerbread recipe, and it's like the best gingerbread recipe I've ever tried.
That's good.
Oh,
I
wow.
swear by it now. I'm just like, what? What is this? This is so cool. So, yeah, for the Christmas music thing, like I always love listening to it, not only while decorating, but also like while making cookies and decorating them. And usually I like listening to the like more jazzy type music, like the Peanuts music, like the
Oh,
Squirrel
cool.
Trio. I love
Yeah.
that music. So that type of Christmas music, I put that on. It's nice and easy. It's relaxing. I'm just like, no cares right now.
Mhm.
It's very nice. Very nice.
We actually have a clock that chimes every hour and sings like part of a Christmas carol.
Okay, I was just hearing that.
Yeah, that was what
I was
that's
like,
the
why
clock.
am I hearing Christmas music now?
Yep.
Oh, so we
It
might
was
hear it
weird
right around
because
10 then.
yeah, just as we were talking about Christmas music, it freaking went off, and I was like, "Wow, good timing."
Because
Yeah,
as soon as
that-
you said, I looked at the time and I went, I knew I was hearing something.
Yep.
Go off. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that, and then like we do, we've made it a tradition now where we drive down to Meadow Event Park and down in Doswell, right next to King's Dominion, and we go through. They have these drive-through lights where they play music, and the lights are all synchronized to the music and everything. It's really cool. It takes a little while to get through the line to get in, but it is beautiful and it's so much fun. And the kids actually like it, even though, my kids are grown and they're like, "Oh, we're going to Doswell? No problem, let's go." And they're hopping in the car.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have one near us too in Columbia.
You do?
Yeah, it's like called Festival of the Lights, something like that. You drive through.
Is it synced to music?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the Bull Run one is.
Bull Run is not.
Yeah, no.
It's not synced to music, no. And I wish it was, because it's actually a really cool one. And Bull Run ends with a carnival.
Mm-hmm. What's funny is the Doswell. That's like 15 minutes from my aunt's house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I think it takes us like 45 minutes, 50 minutes to get down there. So yeah. But yeah, that is one of our things. And then like we usually do Busch Gardens, because Busch Gardens turns their whole park into Christmas Town, and it's all lights and everything. But because of Corona, we're not doing that. Mm-hmm. So we decided, but our neighborhood this year is doing a competition of lights. So a bunch of houses are decorating this year. So we actually are going to take a drive. I'm going to make hot cocoa for everybody, and we're going to get in the car and just drive around and go look at lights. So, I love the decorations. That's my favorite part of it is seeing the outside decorations and how creative people can get.
Oh, definitely. They remind me of gingerbread houses in a way, especially if they're done up a certain way. Like they like just put their lights on the edges and the siding. It's like, oh my god, it's like a gingerbread house. It's even better if it snows. If it snows, I have no idea at this point.
It looked like it was the other day.
It flurried the other day.
It almost
didn't get anything here.
It sucks. Such a cock tease.
It really is. And like the fact that it snowed in freaking Georgia.
How?
Georgia.
How are states more south of us getting snow? I don't understand. What? What?
Climate change is a bitch.
It's weird. It's so weird.
Yeah, if you don't think I'm a little bitter, the fact that we got
like last year,
last year or the year before that,
I am happy to have no snow. I do not like it. I don't like living in it. I don't want it. But I know living on the East Coast, it is a thing. So I'm just grateful. Knock on wood.
I agree with you, Grims. I agree with you 100%. I could do without the snow.
Yeah.
Just go away, snow.
The only problem for me is like I love snow being like a teacher because that means snow days, but now I'm like, do I actually get snow days?
No.
I'm actually gonna have snow days. So
no, you'll still work remotely now. You don't even get snow days. Now you just have to suffer it.
Well, the great thing though is if it does snow, it's like, all right, do like half hour online. Okay, kids, go outside and play. Go get your exercise. Make an activity out of it.
Let's see.
Someone said they got 3 inches of snow.
That's a question, okay? Now that everybody has learned that they can, most people can do their job remotely, and kids can do school remotely, is that going to get rid of snow days?
If it does, then they need to shorten the school year, or they need to give us the money that we're owed for those extra days we're working.
I agree with you on that.
I think they would if snow days would now working remotely, it would be something I would think that it would shorten days, because I feel like they tack on days only because of snow days.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is last year, because we had so many snow days, we didn't use them except for one. When we went, when they closed and we were out for like 2 weeks, we barely touched our snow days. Like we still had snow days left over.
Wow.
Oh,
that's
wow.
After out for like those 2 weeks.
Dude, I remember when I was a kid, we had those blizzards that like gave us like 3 feet of snow.
Blizzard 96. I still remember that one.
think
I
the
do
one
too.
that-
I had to walk
Yeah.
to the store to get diapers and formula.
The 09-10 blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. I'm trying to remember. I think
Yeah,
it was
we
09
had-
that I'm referring to.
We actually had one of RJ's best friends was staying the night one night, and we had the snow, and then his mom couldn't get out of her driveway for like 3 days, so he was stuck here, and that was right before Christmas, and we were like, great, he's going to end up spending Christmas with us.
Well, that's
That's
funny,
okay.
with that snowstorm, the 09-10. I had just come home from being up in Maryland up at school,
Mhm.
and we had a good friend, one of my sister's former roommates, when she lived before she and her husband, well, now husband, moved, when they were teaching together, and she was living in some like townhouse with someone, and with the snow approaching, my mom called and was like, hey, what are you going to do with the snow? She's like, oh, I'm already on my way to your house. So she came like,
Okay.
already with the bag packed, her cat, everything she needed. And I think she stayed with us for like 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
She was
Oh my
like,
God.
it's either stay with you guys or I'm stuck with a roommate I don't even like.
Oh no.
So
You know.
she like stayed with us for like 3 weeks.
I remember I think it was 09, but or maybe it was earlier than that. I think so. I was like, I think I was in middle school, so it was like maybe 2003 or 4, something like that. And I remember we got like 3 feet, and in order to navigate through it, because I'm a kid, I'm like, oh my God, snow, no school, woo, you know, like super happy. And I would like army crawl on top of it, so I'd go on my
Oh,
belly
wow.
and just like, you know, like because I just spread out my weight and I don't sink through. And I was just play with my friends that way. It was like one of my best memories from like those blizzards. But now I, you know, as an adult, I look at it, I'm like, that's terrifying. That's a lot of
Oh, I
snow.
still love it. I'll admit, I still love it.
Yeah, I have no idea if we're gonna get those ever again though. 'Cause, yeah, every last winter has been warm. So I
Mhm.
have no
Yeah.
idea. Mm.
Well, they're saying we actually might get snow this year because of the fact that we had a early cold fall.
Mhm.
That we might actually have a decent winter. I mean, so we'll see.
That would be nice. That's one thing that Max misses is white Christmases, like actually having snow on Christmas.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we're never gonna probably have that. I mean, that's like a 1 in 1 million chance.
Yeah. So
Oh,
unless something major happens with the planet, you know, like either we reverse it or something else. Who knows? So
yeah.
hmm.
Mm.
I
I don't want snow. I don't want any snow because I still have to go to work when it snows, and I don't like
want
to
to
drive in
drive
the snow.
through that. You
I
wanna-
don't like to, or stay in a hotel near work and do it that way.
Hmm. Like at that point, like who's going out? Because I last time I had to deal with snow was when I was in food service, and I'm like, who's coming out here to?
Oh, when you work with the customers that I have, I love them to death. But when it snows, they drive 4-wheel drives, and they're going to come out to get wiper blades because they can, to prove that their trucks can make it where they're gonna go.
Why? There's no point. Like you're so
Ego.
risking your life. Like I just don't understand. I don't understand, man. I really
Complete ego.
So they're willing to pay $50 for a single wiper blade.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
don't. Like,
Or you could go to Walmart and you could get 2 wiper blades for $30.
or order them online. There you go.
You got it.
Even better. Like I don't understand at all. It's just asinine.
You know,
Right.
it's one of those things where I'm like, well, I mean, I get money on it, but
Mhm.
you know, at the same time, I'm like, I'm driving out in this crap and risking my life. So yeah. And people up here, I love living up. I love working in Northern Virginia, and I love living in Central Virginia. And nobody in Virginia knows how to drive in the snow.
No. Well, no. And the thing is, I think I see it both ways because a lot of times our snow is very wet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's very, very wet and very slippery.
And then once it gets cold, then it gets worse because it goes back to ice.
It's not like the wet pattern snow you see up in more of the northern states.
Mm-hmm.
So people from the north are like, "Oh, you guys close on the job of the dime." Well, it's very wet, heavy snow. We can't. It's a lot harder to drive on.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I see it both ways. Yes, can we drive in snow? Can most people around here drive in snow? Oh hell no! They can barely drive when the road's just damp from rain.
Yeah.
I have this saying, whenever it rains and, traffic screws up as soon as you see one, and I go, yeah, 2 raindrops hit the windshield, everybody lost their damn minds. And when it snows, it's the same thing. It's like 3 snowflakes fell from the sky. Guess what? Nobody remembers how to drive. You got half the people that 2-fisted white knuckled on the steering wheel going 10 miles an hour on the interstate, and then you got the other half of the people doing 95 with a finger on the steering wheel going, yeah, I can do this, while they're playing on their damn phone, and they're sliding all over the place, and the slow people are sliding all over the place.
And then you got the normal people who are like, okay, just you have that one person who's in the middle lane going like 35 with their hazards on.
Right. Yeah.
Goodness.
So in the PSA regarding snow in Virginia, stay in the right-hand lane if you don't know how to drive in it. If you do know how to drive in it, stay in the left-hand lane. Don't drive too fast. Don't drive too slow. Please be careful. 4-wheel drive is not anti-stupid. And just be patient.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's weird because I've driven in really shitty conditions and really shitty snow, and the people I see wiped out in the middle of a field are 4-wheel drives. And I'm going, that's because you hit it into 4-wheel drive and you went, oh, I can drive through anything. And you're doing 95 down the road. And guess what? You hit a slick spot, you're gone.
I can only do so much, man.
Yeah.
God, no, that reminds me. Because there was one winter where Max had a Toyota Corolla, so it was only front wheel drive, and it was so funny because he was like trying to go up the hill to get back to our house, and he like shifted into, I think, first, and because you can still do that in automatic, so you can just the gears are still there, just people don't touch them.
Oh yeah, you just drop it down. Yeah,
exactly. So he did that, and it was so funny because he was slowly making it up the hill with his little front wheel drive car, and then he saw like SUVs not even make any traction. He's like, "You have better control than I do. What are you doing? Why?"
Oh yeah, I've had to do that before. You just drop it down a gear, and you just slowly make it up. No, but I was gonna to say something, Amps. You were talking about cookies.
Yeah, that's
cool. Every year Jason wants me to make cookies, so I'll probably make some cookies this year. But I think I'm going to try to support the bakery where we got our wedding cake from, because it's a small, Black woman-owned business. She makes damn good cookies. So I'm thinking I might have to go down and get some cookies from her for Christmas.
Ooh.
Most definitely.
Yeah, please support her. Yes, support.
Yeah.
Local
business. We got like pies and some cupcakes from her for Thanksgiving.
Ooh, that sounds really nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be just making my 2 and then I'm done. And I'll go on to my Stollen, which is a German fruitcake with marzipan in it. I made my own candied citrus for it, which is super good. It took me like 3 days to finish. So, but it's like super worth it because they're just like, I didn't notice before, but when you like candy citrus, or like any sort of like harder fruit like that, it jellies it. And so it's like covered in sugar and all jellified. It's just super delicious. I accidentally keep on snacking on it because like, no, wait, I need this for my fruitcakes. I'm just like, I want to snack on them because I love citrus. So anyone else bake anything for the holidays?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
What are you planning on?
I was hoping to get that going here in the next week. I got to get through Saturday because Saturday is kind of like, so Saturday is the 5-year anniversary of my accident. And it also earmarks like it finally has fallen on the same day of the week. So it's like one of those things where like 5 years ago, this Saturday on Saturday. So yikes. I just got to get past that day and I'll be, I think I'll be good to go. I think I'll be good to go.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah. So hopefully come like Sunday, maybe Monday, I might employ some family members into helping me do some mixing and some things like that. I taught Elijah how to make homemade whipped cream the one year. So
worth it.
yeah, so every year I kind of convince him to I convince him to do a cinnamon infused whipped cream and then a regular whipped cream too. So I'll probably employ his help to do some things like that because I can't remember what I was going to say now. I have a challenge from a friend to make a chocolate cake. We're going to do a chocolate cake competition. So, and I usually do my peanut butter frosting with whipped cream. So I'm going to get some strong arms into a mixing bowl to do homemade whipped cream. And I'm going to do my hot water cake because that's boiling water, add to the batter, and it gets it all mixed and melted together and keeps it extra moist. So like we're gonna see what happens.
I tell you, I have been requested to make peanut butter buckeyes, and I looked at Russell and I went, but the last batch I made turned out really messy. He goes, yeah, but they were really fucking good. I'm like, all right, fine.
That's good.
I'll make a mess in the kitchen. And
I think Jason wants some of your moist cake.
No, he said cookies.
Yeah.
I want some of your cookies.
Oh, cookie.
cookies.
Oh.
I want to do
That made me laugh.
Yes, Vinny, we know you get baked every day.
I want to do the dark chocolate and regular chocolate chip cookies again and like make them like half and half. Those ones I did that one time. I want to do those again because those were extra especially good. The half and half are fun. You can,
have
like,
you ever
roll
made
them
black and white cookies?
I mean, it pretty much is the same thing. It turns out looking the same way, but there's chocolate chips in the like regular plain chocolate chip side, which is the white part of the cookie, and then the Dutch cocoa is like the dark side of the cookie with all like the I put peanut butter chips in that side.
You use Dutch cocoa. Oh, that's gotta taste so good. Oh,
yeah,
no.
so it's like a Dutch cocoa cookie with a regular chocolate chip cookie. And I roll them into separate, well, I had JD and Elijah do it the last time. So they roll them into separate balls and then smush them together and flatten them out.
I like it.
And it was just super fun. So I'm kind of excited to make cookies. And I have this really great sugar cookie recipe. I don't do the cutters though. I make like the big fat, like soft ones, you know?
Ooh, okay.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
I
those are
cut
the
them
good
out in
ones.
shapes.
I have an old peanut butter cookie recipe that I use that still involves you have to sift everything together. Even if you're using pre-sifted, you still have to sift everything together, and you have to use the pastry cutter to cut everything in. And it's the best freaking peanut butter crisscrosses I've ever had in my life, and it's one of those things where I'm like, oh, I think I need to make those again too, you know?
Yes.
Peanut butter cookies are always good. I like big cookies. So like doing like the small, my grandma used to do sand tarts and all that other kind of stuff, which I can still like, I can make them and everything in the big form, but they just taste better when they're small for some reason. So I just choose to make like big, giant, standard, cookies that you can't dip into a cup. So that's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to try to make those those classic Italian shortbread cookies.
Mm-hmm.
I want to
I
try
love
to make
those.
those, but I've never made shortbread. Shortbread kind of scares me It's so crumbly. So
So much butter.
You can't move them until they cool. You gotta. They're a lot like the peanut butter cookies I make, where you have to like let them cool in the pan
mhm.
for a bit before you take them off, or they'll just crumble to pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think the
That's the
best
secret, huh?
shortbread I've ever had was a friend of mine from high school. His mom would make it, and it was addicting. Like he would bring it over at Christmas, and it was just. I mean, she would bring over like she would send like this big tin. Half of it would be gone because it was just so good. And I asked her, I was like, "What do you do to make it so good?" She's like, "The butter, lots,
A lot of
and
butter.
lots."
Mm-hmm.
A lot of butter.
Isn't that
Aw.
always the way? It's always the fattening, probably the worst part of it that makes it the best.
Oh, hell
Butter
yeah.
makes everything better.
Mhm.
Oh,
The
I kind
sugar
of missed it
is
for a minute. Did you guys talk about your favorite part of the holiday?
kind of did. I said my favorite part was like listening to the like, more jazzy type Christmas music and while making cookies. So like Peanuts music, the Vince Guaraldi trio. I love their music. So it's like music like that. It's very peaceful and relaxing for me. I just like kind of zone out and do my thing while listening to nice peaceful Christmas music. So that's like
got
one
it.
of my favorite.
I,
Love it.
Yeah, I got
oh,
the album.
sweet.
I think for me, one of my favorite memories, and we're not going to be able to really do it this year, is whenever like my sister and brother-in-law would be up, and usually it would be like on Christmas Eve or sometime around there, like later in the evening, at night, we would all just kind of get together around the table and have drinks and just kind of talk and just kind of be a family.
Mhm.
Nice.
We played cards.
awesome.
We would play cards and hang out and just chat and laugh and tell stupid jokes, and which I'm sure will kind of sort of happen. I think my dad might stop by Christmas Day, but I told him, I was like, I'm not cooking anything on Christmas Day. I'm breaking tradition and not doing anything Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. I'm putting my feet up, putting
Mhm.
under the tree, chilling
Good
all
for
day
you.
Christmas Day, my PJs.
Mhm.
And then Saturday I'll do some cooking, but I'm gonna cook what I want to cook. I don't want to make like traditional Christmas
Yeah, a
stuff. I
full
want to,
feast or anything. You just want something simple.
yeah, maybe like just some stuff you can pick at and grab at, and we can stay in our pajamas Saturday too. This Christmas is gonna be a pajama
That's
Christmas.
usually what we always do for Christmas, like the past on
Oh.
Christmas Day. It's always been a kind of like an open well, not this year, but in the past, it's always been like an open house. Anyone can stop over. We'll have like the dining room table. Usually we would have just food out. You just go and make your plate, sit wherever you want to.
That's
So it was never
awesome.
anything formal. Like we never had any like a formal sit down
Yeah,
dinner. And
We
of course,
did.
there was the one year where we did Chinese on Christmas Eve. That
Nice.
was fun.
Oh, cool.
my
And of course, these last few years with doing the Secret Santa, Jason setting that up.
I'm so excited. I got my gift in the mail. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I had to bow out this year. I've been so busy with work. Like after so I'm off Christmas Day, and then the day after Christmas I have to be at work because my inventory is the day after that.
Oh no.
So I have to be at work getting my department ready for inventory, and then I have to be back at work that Sunday at 6 a.m. to meet with the inventory company to start getting all the counting done.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, but I'm treating myself on New Year's because I've taken off New Year's Eve as my last day of leave for the year. And I'm off that Friday for New Year's, and then I'm off that weekend too. That's my first weekend off since I started this new gig.
You
So, yeah.
deserve it.
I'm
For
giving
you.
myself a 4-day weekend, and I told the guys, I said, you will not see me. My phone will be on if you absolutely need me, but other than that, I will be gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. That's good. It's gonna be a
I
good.
hope that no one will be being crazy during the New Year's Day. Usually, a lot of those places, I wouldn't think that they would be hopping or anything like that. Maybe
Nah.
more of an emergency or something.
No, they
Mhm.
usually aren't. They're usually, fairly dead.
Mhm.
That's
You know,
good.
we might have a few shops that are still open, but most of the time even all the shops are closed. So
Mhm.
or closing early.
I think that's kind of weird though. Like the day after Christmas that your inventory is on the day after Christmas.
Well, it's the day
They
after
probably
the day after Christmas. It's the 27th. So
Okay,
yeah.
They
but
probably
you have
expect it to be slow or something like that, and so it's probably
Yeah.
easier.
Well,
I get it.
because of when I took over the job, inventory was due in November, and actually it was due in October. And they were like, well, because we want to see if we can push it back even further because you're having to get everything together. Because I had to pretty much straighten up the department and get it together. And but they couldn't push it any further than the last weekend of December. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So yeah, I've been working since I took over the gig. I've been working 6-day weeks and like between 8 and 12-hour days. So yeah.
Wow. It's a busy schedule,
Are you
lady.
salary?
Gonna need that.
Yes, I am.
Oof.
Oof.
Yeah, and then I was telling the guys because I have one new employee and then another one that we promoted up. And I told them, I said, look, when you work Sundays, you get a comp day. And they went, oh, and then they looked at the calendar. They went, wait a minute, you've worked every Sunday. I went, yeah. They said, you haven't taken a comp day? No, I haven't. Not yet.
But
They're
I
like,
am.
yeah.
But I
I said,
will.
oh, trust me. I said, as of January, you guys are going to be fully trained and you guys will be able to run it. So guess what? Anna's going to be taking her comp day every month.
Mhm.
Nice. Good. That's good.
Neat.
I think I want to go non-traditional with dinners and stuff like that because other than the years we've been here, but like there's been some rough memories for my kids and myself
Mhm.
over holiday meals with family and things
Ugh,
that
that's
were
awful.
just not like it was just like I don't want to do this. Like I don't want to be here. This is just a bad scenario.
Mhm.
And because, my parents are divorced and we would go to dad's for Christmas because mom doesn't celebrate. And it was just one of those things where dad doesn't cook. So my sister would do most of the cooking because she didn't want me to do it.
Mhm.
Okay.
And it's always like some sort of weird competitive thing with her. Like, and it's always got to be like some elaborate meal that's got like some French pronunciations in it that are unnecessary and like all this
That ends
shit.
up being, and it ends up being squid eyes in clam sauce,
Well,
and it's like, ugh.
Or escargot.
I'll put it to you this way. Like my kids were young. I want to say they were both like elementary school. I think Marissa was probably like first grade. I want to say she was first grade and Elijah was fifth grade. And if you know anything about kids in kindergarten and fifth grade, they don't want to eat anything but like macaroni and cheese. Like let's
Yeah.
be honest. They
Or
don't
Chicken
really,
nuggets and macaroni and cheese, and they're happy.
perhaps.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
take that still as an adult.
Yeah. Chicken nuggets, chocolate
Best
milk. That's
thing.
what it is.
That's the
And-
best.
She had to pick like some things that were rather difficult and wouldn't let me help. Like, no, I got dinner. Don't even worry about it. Kind of a deal. And she always like flies by the seat of her pants. And usually she's like hanging out with friends the night before, way too late.
Oh,
Wakes up feeling a little rough the next morning. She's making like Jack Daniels infused syrup for pancakes with dad Christmas morning. And then
Oh my gosh.
and then by the time she's cooking dinner, she's like hungover and drunk again at the same time. So it's a rough day. You know what I
Oh
mean?
that's
shit.
neat. Wow. Okay.
And she only weighs like 100 pounds. So it's like,
Doesn't
what are
take
you
much.
doing?
Yeah,
No. Like she's got a hell of a tolerance for a small person, but like it's just, it just gets a little belligerent,
Oh my
and
God.
and
Right.
that year she wanted to be not necessarily fancy, but she was really trying to get into some fancier things at that point. Now my kids are a little older now. I'd say it's probably about 10 years later. And so she's making like salmon with a balsamic glaze.
Oh my god.
And like she did stuffed mushrooms, but she didn't stuff them herself or anything. She bought like the tray you can get in the frozen food section that you just throw in the oven kind of thing. And then she did like Brussels sprout slaw or something really strange. And it was just like, my kids are looking at me like, we're supposed to eat this. My son wouldn't even go near a mushroom at that point in his life. Like, he's 11. He's like, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. It smells gross.
That's not good food.
No. And she ended up slicing the salmon into like proportions when she put it in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it dried out.
And it dried out. Yeah. And she pulled the mushrooms out, and they were frozen. They ended up like in slime.
Ew. Oh my god.
And it's like one of those things where she's like looking at everybody like, you like we have to eat what she made. Like, she's looking at all of us with like big dewy eyes and like still trying to be all proper and all this. And I'm like, oh my god, I have to make my kids eat this, and they're gonna hate me forever.
It's like, you eat this, I swear I will get you ice cream. Just
well, it was time to whisper to them that, but like on the way up, we had a conversation where I was like, you're gonna have to eat whatever she makes, right? And they're like, God, this is a nightmare. Like we don't want to go. Because she did Thanksgiving usually too, and it always was like a stressed out psychopathic mess, and like none of us wanted to be in there. You could just feel the tension on her, and she's like sweating alcohol while she's trying to baste the turkey, and it's always a mess. But like, I'm looking at my son, and I pull one of the tiniest mushrooms I can out of this slime, and I put it on his plate, and he's looking at me like, oh my god.
You're like are you fucking with me at this moment?
Yeah. Yep. And I was like, okay, don't eat it all, but you have to taste it. So I cut it in half because it was anyway. It was like, so half of it was like a bite, and he takes a bite of it and he like squishes in between his teeth, and he looks at me and he's like, And I'm like, you swallow it or I will make you swallow it. And like everybody at the table, and one of my sister's friends was there, just looked at me and like completely fell out. Like, they're all already drunk. I'm
oh my god,
with 2 children at the table, and they're all just like, they're falling out, like dying laughing. And it turned into like, now that was a funny moment and everything, and it turned into like a running gag through the years. Like, every once in a while, one of them will look at me and be like, swallow it or I will make you swallow it. Into like a thing.
Damn.
But at the same time, it's just like this heavy stress of Christmas meals. And like, my kids are like, we don't want to eat. I don't know what we want to eat.
Yeah.
And it just like, oh, Wayne, you know exactly who I'm talking about. And you know the situation. Because he was my dad's neighbor, so he heard all about this shit. And he was like, my kids call him Uncle Wayne, and we work together on a regular basis.
That's really nice.
But anyway, like, so I just I'm tired of traditions when it comes to the holidays like that. So I'm just ready for something like severely non-traditional, and I don't know, maybe we'll do kebabs. I'm not sure. Like, I don't even know what to
that
do.
Sounds good.
Finger food.
Just do like finger foods. That's like the best part. Like, that's one thing I love. I love just having like a spread, and you just get whatever you want. No. And it's not. I have no idea what that was about. He has been geeking out over everything that Disney has been releasing. That's going to be releasing. He has literally been geeking out this whole evening.
I haven't gotten there yet, so I've seen little glimpses of things, but I don't know all the details.
Oh, I mean, he is just like,
tell me anything yet. I'm gonna check it out after.
Yeah.
I've heard some things that I'm excited about, but like
seafood, it was always our food for Christmas at my dad's house. So seafood's always good.
Oh, cool.
Like what?
Usually like shrimp and crab, like that type of seafood. Not necessarily like a fish, but like the shellfish. I don't know if anyone's allergic to it. I know that could be a thing if anyone's allergic in the family.
To shellfish? No, but JD doesn't like seafood at all. Marissa and Elijah love like shrimp, and I'll eat anything. I don't care. I don't have a problem with any seafood at all.
I'll do shrimp if it's, obviously, I like my shrimps a certain way, but that's pretty much about it for seafood.
Okay.
Mhm.
We
Max?
do
Okay.
ham every Christmas, and I think it's the only time of year that I actually, with the exception of possibly Easter, but it's the only time of year that I actually will go, I have to have ham. It's like about this time of year, my mouth starts to water for some good honey ham with
Okay.
pineapple on it, and it's like, because I take the pineapples, even though they're pre-cooked hams and everything, I take the pineapples and I pin the pineapples with cloves on top of the ham, and I'll throw it in the oven to warm it up, and I make the brown sugar sauce to go over top of it, and it's like, and I'll sit there and I just keep opening up the oven. Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Because all I want is ham. That's all I want is the ham, and it's
That's
so good.
Ham.
Ham, and then I'll have some stuffing on the side and some cranberry sauce, and it has to be that canned crappy jellied cranberry sauce. And
That
it's
comes
The
out
one
great.
that keeps
Can
it shape,
comes
the one that
out.
keeps the can shape.
Yes, it has to be that. And I could eat the entire can myself, including a whole box of stovetop, because that's what I use as stovetop. I don't even make my own stuffing. It's like I need all the
Good,
crap.
man.
Yeah.
It's super good. Don't knock it, man. That's good stuffing right there.
Marissa will eat boxes of it at a time if I let her. So it's
I used to eat it dry. They used to have the cans of it that it was like the serving, you dosed out how much you wanted, like the serving size thing. And
Is
I
it
would
like
sit
more
there
like
with the can,
croutons then
eat
at
it
that
dry.
point?
I would think so. Just sit and eat it
I
dry.
eat just croutons. I'll buy a bag of just the croutons for salad and just eat croutons. So I
Oh
can't
yeah.
judge.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Man, now I want like a good Caesar salad with croutons on it. Oh, man, Parmesan.
That's the type I get the.
You just might want that. You never know.
I guess I'm just give it a shot.
Wait.
Give the stovetop a shot.
Can we make a Caesar flavored stovetop stuffing?
I don't know if hot
You
would taste good.
Mm.
What?
I don't know.
A hot
I don't know.
Caesar
Stovetop
salad,
on-
stovetop stuffing flavored.
I don't see why it wouldn't. I mean, you never
Mm.
know. It could. It's stovetop and it's salad. How could you go wrong there? I don't know.
But hot salad.
Hot
tasty.
salad,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
shit, we put grilled chicken on our salads, so I mean, it
I
could-
don't like
Tuna
grilled chicken
melt.
with Caesar.
Tuna melts.
Mm.
No,
Oh.
I don't like that either.
There you go.
No.
One of my favorite things to do with stovetop though, and it's like one of my quick go-to dinners at night, is I take a can of canned chicken and a box of stovetop and a can of the Italian diced tomatoes and like a cup and a half of water. Mix it all together and throw some Italian shredded cheese on top of it. Throw it in the oven for like 20 minutes to get it hot. Pull it out. There you go. There's dinner. Here you go.
That just sounds good, man. Holy crap.
I don't
Do
very
more
like
stuff like that.
chicken though. Like I don't like it. I think
The
I ate
canned-
it too much as a kid. I
The
didn't
canned
like.
chicken.
Yeah, my mom always like. She always had it. I don't think I like it
It's
at all.
you have to season it. I can't eat it plain. Like I take I have a can of the ground bouillon, and I take a spoonful of that and I put it in with the canned chicken and I mix it up so that the chicken's seasoned. And then when you have the Italian tomatoes in there too, it really seasons it up pretty good.
That sounds good.
Mm.
Ooh.
I don't
See,
think
I don't
I've
like-
ever
I don't-
had canned chicken.
I don't like pineapple on ham. You said pineapple on your ham.
Yes.
I'm not
Yeah.
a big fan of the pineapple on the ham. I did make a really good raspberry bourbon coffee
Ooh,
glaze for a ham
Ooh.
one time.
Huh?
That was
that
really
sounds
nice.
really good.
Huh?
That sounds good.
I found this tea that
You
had
make-
dehydrated raspberries in it. And
Ooh.
I cooked the bourbon, like I cooked the bourbon with the tea bags in it.
Huh.
Mhm.
And then I
Ooh,
took
bourbon. I can't go wrong with bourbon.
right. And then I took the coffee grounds from like making coffee earlier in the day, and I
Mhm.
put it in like one of those
Infuser?
little like a little tea infuser thing.
Yeah.
And I put it in there too with the tea bags and the bourbon and just let it all cook down for a little while. And then I added honey to it and just let it all syrup up real good. And then I spread it on the ham and baked that. See, I like to cook, man. I love food way too much. And I was
know, that sounds
probably
interesting.
I was probably really high at the time because this was like 10 freaking years ago. I'm not kidding. Like when I first found my love of cooking, I was ripped out of my. No, it was more.
Yeah,
than 10 years ago.
well, but I mean, like that, it
20
puts you
years
in that
ago.
state. So yes, of course, you're going to do that.
I mean,
I would probably try that ham because I hate ham, but that sounds like a tasty thing.
It's got that glaze just does something really different too, especially with that dehydrated raspberry in the bourbon.
Right.
Like it's just a whole new. That was a
That
whole
really
fun
sounds
experience right there.
That sounds
And I don't
good.
even like ham that much. Like I'm not a big ham fan. It has to be
Well,
cooked a certain way and brown
like-
sugared and shit.
Yeah, my brown sugar glaze that I actually use the juice from the pineapples to mix with the brown sugar.
Mm.
And so that goes over top. And, and then of course I have the cloves. It has to have cloves.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm
We
gonna try
have,
that.
we have a it's a bourbon maple syrup that we use when we do a glaze for our ham.
Ooh.
See, you could put those raspberry tea bags right there in that. And
Yeah.
Oh, and we use that syrup for everything. Like when I'll do it on chicken, I'll use it on pork. Favorites on pork chops.
What's the tea
Oh.
bag? What's the tea that you use? That has the
I
dried
can't
raspberry?
remember the brand name. I'll have to look it up, but it's like I think I found it. I looked up like dehydrated whole raspberry tea the last time, and that's how I found it last time. So let me see.
Wow. I have lots of berry flavored, like I have a mixed berry flavored tea. I might try that.
Grims, you're getting some hate from
Hate.
Brian.
Yes, you are.
This is a case both Transformers movie and ham. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Ham is disgusting. Ham is gross. Ham is only good in these forms: pepperoni,
Yes.
Okay.
bacon, because bacon is good for me. And I can't think of anything else, but those are the two things that I like ham. Oh, and I will do is prosciutto ham?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's dehydrated. I mean, it kind of is for the most
What about
part.
pork
Yeah,
chop?
prosciutto. Yeah.
You do pork
Oh,
What? What?
No to pork
pork
chops.
chops are gross.
No pork chops.
I like pork chops and
Good
applesauce.
bone in
Oh.
pork
Come
chop.
on. Come on.
I'm 8th generation Virginian. I'm not allowed to hate pork.
Yeah.
Pork is
I have
disgusting.
relatives. I have deceased relatives that would come haunt me if I was to say that I'm renouncing any kind of pork.
No, look, man, I'm probably just as many generations like back on the West Virginia side, and that came from
Yep.
fucking pig farmers, and I shouldn't hate pig, but there is a lot of pig I do not like. And I don't care.
Oh.
They can come haunt my ass. Whatever ghosts are in this house will chase them off anyway.
The only part of the pig that I don't eat is snout and
Ham
feet.
with pig.
But I do eat. But I do eat
Don't say it.
scrapple.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't
That's,
say it.
I will not eat scrapple. That
I
is
do
the
eat
worst
scrapple
thing
though,
that
and that's
will
all the
happen.
leftovers. So yeah. Oh, I
Thank you.
love
Thank you,
scrapple.
Maya. Thank you.
You have an ally. Maya
Yes.
doesn't like pork chop
Oh.
I
either.
hate pork chops.
See, for me, pork chop is
Oh,
gotta
I
be
don't
bone
like
in.
ribs. I don't like ribs,
Oh.
and I'm not a huge pulled pork usually. Like it depends. It really depends with the pulled
Oh
pork.
my god, but pulled pork is so good. Oh wait, but
Yes. Pulled
It depends.
pork.
I don't, not every pulled pork. Sometimes it is just not so much. Usually it's because I
Oh.
like the barbecue sauce. Is really what I'm eating with it. It would have been
Yeah.
just as fine
Yeah, it
with
has
chicken
to
for
be.
me. So
Yeah, I'm
done
not
saying it's
saying
not the ham that's drawing
I don't
me
like
in, it's
Carolina because that's all vinegar. I
Hmm?
don't do Carolina pulled pork.
Mm.
Yeah, no, it's too vinegary.
I like Memphis style.
Oh, okay. I remember like the last time I had pulled pork was at my my cousin's house, and they smoked it before serving it. That was so good. It was
Best
just like
pulled
pulled
I've
pork.
ever had is at the barbecue place that Jason's former office mate, her and her husband owned. And it's some
Oh,
of
wow.
the best pulled pork, and it's all bourbon based.
Oh,
Can you
sorry,
see
I'm making
this?
it back. Yeah,
This is what I used. They're little like triangular tea
Revolution.
bags.
Okay, I've heard of them.
Revolution raspberry
Yeah.
black tea.
Mhm.
Ooh.
And the tea
Okay.
bags look like this. They're like little like triangular mesh sacks. Do you see that?
Okay. Yeah.
I've heard of those before.
So it's got
I'm
like
taking a
the
screenshot.
leaf, it's got black tea leaves, but it's also got the raspberry in it, like the actual dehydrated raspberry.
Now,
Right.
do you get that from? Are you purchasing it online, or are you finding that like in a store?
I did find it at a local store years ago, but I don't know if I would be able to now. I'd probably have to order it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm always down for a raspberry tea. That's the only reason why.
That's a good one if you
That's what
like
I'm saying.
raspberry.
Yeah, I like raspberry tea. I like because I think I talked about before the champagne raspberry tea
Uh-huh.
that I like. So any raspberry tea is usually pretty decent for me.
Oh yeah, Grims, you're not drinking from your cup.
No, let's just say I got a little too intoxicated after that. I drank like a full bottle of like the Mai Tai mixed drink. Like it was a lot.
Oh,
Not to
geez.
say that I won't make a comeback later. Right now, I'm drinking from something smaller because I didn't want to go too extreme. But I'm having coffee flavored Patron. That's what I'm.
There you go.
Oh, no. I think I might do an Irish coffee after we're all done here.
Yeah, I was doing. I drank I drank all that, and then I drank a little more afterwards because I was feeling good, and I was hungover until Saturday.
Oh wow.
Can't afford
Yeah.
Girl.
And that was
That's-
still with chugging water and stuff. So
Working with
my
kids.
fault was that I was mixing. It was an old fashioned that I had after the Mai Tai. So those
Oh,
are two
geez.
drinks that did not work very well with each other. So
See, working with kids and being hungover, it does not mesh
No.
well.
no. So
So
Oh.
You can't do a movie day, can
I
you?
do very little drinking during
Yeah,
the
that's
week.
the point. Yeah, you can't do a movie day, can
you
you?
roll. Yeah, you can't roll up the little TV with the VCR.
I'm telling you, I've heard from multiple people who have had friends as teachers that is what teachers do when they're hungover, is they have movie
Problem
day.
is with the population I work with, that
Yeah.
really doesn't work.
Mm.
Because
So-
Yeah, a little more
I would
focused.
love to, because there was one time I actually did. It was right after the end of my winter break, and a friend of mine got married, and it was on a Sunday, and I had to go back to work on Monday. Definitely had a little bit too much at the wedding.
Fun.
You had a good time.
Definitely was feeling it the next day at work.
Oof.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
it was
don't
not
drink anymore, so I'm like, since I'm not doing coffee as much because of my vitamins, it's so weird. I'm drinking mint tea. Bam.
Yes.
Wait. I'm having some delicious spiced wafers, which are really just ginger snaps, if we're being honest.
Those are good ones.
I dip them in the tea. That's a holiday tradition for me since I was a kid. My mom used to make me mint tea, and we would dip ginger snaps in it. And most people are like, "Oh, that's so weird," but it tastes super freaking good.
It does. I've done that before. Yeah, that's
Yeah?
really tasty. I love anything gingerbread or like spiced cookies, that kind of stuff. I love that.
Same.
I think I'm the only one in the house that really. I love gingerbread to the point where I will eat gingerbread as a cake. I will eat gingerbread
Mhm.
cookies. I will eat anything gingerbread flavored.
Do I need to send you some?
Yes, please. I accept care packages.
I want to do it so bad.
I might have to send you some, Anna, just so
Yes.
you guys have some cookies. and
Apparently, Brian's enjoying his week off with his eggnog.
I need
Oh,
to, man. I need to.
nice.
Southern Comfort. I need it.
Brian.
Yeah, I had gotten eggnog a couple weeks ago, and I drank all that. That was delicious. I love eggnog.
That was so good. I made it. I think it was last year. I actually made eggnog, and
really, Frank?
Me
I
too,
love
Brian.
gingers
Me too.
But you know.
Me too, Brian. Me too.
I love gingers too. All right, cool.
I'm not gonna lie. Maybe he's got a little red in his beard, and I catch myself like draw. I'm like, dude, your beard is so majestic.
I have learned to stay away from redheads. Made that mistake twice. Nope.
But look how cute I am. No, I'm kidding.
I know. No, I love you. I love JD, but
JD's not really a redhead though. Like, I mean, sort of. He's sort of on like the brunette side of the redhead family. On sort of.
I like
Right.
my
Enough.
I like my dark haired Bigfoot over there. Hairy Bigfoot. Grizzly bear. My grizzly bear, yeah.
Dark-haired Bigfoot. I love that.
I don't have to go looking for Bigfoot or Sasquatch or whatever because he's
So-
Oh my gosh.
So, quick question: is Jason your Christmas wish this year? Because I'm kind of curious. Like, what is everybody's Christmas wish? What do you want? What's at the top of your list? What is that?
I just had miscongeniality go through my head.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. I apologize.
No, it's fine. That's just how my brain works. Just like it's just all references up here. There's no useful knowledge. So
Peace on earth, goodwill to men. Yeah.
honestly,
Just grab your favorite date.
for me, honestly, would be just I mean
Your own personal Chewbacca.
I mean that, come on. What woman doesn't, get their
This is
panties
losing it.
twisted a little bit when they hear that? Your panties don't get a little, I think for me, it's just allowing myself to acknowledge that this has been a really crappy year. And then-
Yeah.
It has truly, I think, affected everyone.
Oh.
Mental health, and that it's okay to acknowledge it, and it's
Yeah,
okay to be feeling these feelings we have.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah.
And,
Oh, shit.
I think it's just, acknowledging that, we're all in a shit show together.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's a fun ride, isn't it?
And it's been one hell of a
fun. Define fun.
Hey, let's hold those. We'll try to put one together, ladies. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of it. I've definitely been feeling it these last few weeks, and it's been one of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every morning I wake up and I go, well, at least I'm awake.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like this year,
I'm
your Christmas
standing
wish
6
is to
feet
make it to
above
the
ground.
holiday. The
Yeah, I think that's
holiday
mine,
without
too.
a breakdown would be great, huh?
Just to make it through this year, and then we'll see what happens next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear
I
that.
I want to make sure, my Christmas wish this year is that my vision of the end of the year does not come true. I keep thinking that at 11:59 on December 31st, freaking Yellowstone is going to erupt and we're all going to die.
God damn it, Anna.
We're gonna
You know
go
what's worse?
literally go out with a bag.
But the year pulls a Groundhog Day, and we
Oh,
have to
no,
relive 2020 all
no,
over
it
again.
cannot. No.
I think I'd rather take Yellowstone.
I think I would jump into Yellowstone if that happened.
Jump to the nearest volcano. Goodbye.
Yep.
I'm done.
I would jump into the nearest volcano with a nuclear weapon strapped to my back to make sure that it erupted so that nobody would have to go through it again.
Bye, and thanks for all the fish. God.
There you go.
I'm glad you guys got the reference.
Oh yeah, I love that freaking movie, man. You want me to turn the camera? Because I got a bookshelf of it up here.
There you go.
Mm,
'Cause that's how I
Yeah.
feel this year has been.
I know, right? But hey, what is the answer? Come on.
42.
That's right.
42.
That's right. The
It's
answer to
42.
everything. Right
The
there.
answer to everything is 42.
Everything. Yep.
42.
Hmm.
That's it. Final answer.
Jeez, and I was gonna say I was gonna say something completely bizarre. It's
Oh,
fine.
what? What
Do
would
it.
be your
There's no
Christmas
such thing as bizarre.
I was just gonna say, I would really love to find something that I can fit on the top shelf of this DTOF because it's empty and staring at me. That's my Christmas wish.
Well,
I'm
that
going
can
simple.
come
I'm going-
true.
It's simple, ladies. I'm trying to stay simple because shit is just way too fucking complicated right now. So if I can have something fun to laugh at in my life, that's really all I want for Christmas.
I think something else for me is I think I want to allow my artistic side to come out more.
Mhm.
And one thing I wanted to do, and I just have to do it, is make some sort of wedding scrapbook.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, cool.
That's a great idea.
I still need to do that for myself. So I'm with you on that one. I need to go through all my photos and make my scrapbook for my wedding. So
Yeah. That's so cool.
That's a great idea, guys. Never even I don't scrapbook, so I don't.
Neither do I. So you know what?
Oh,
Why
well,
not?
hey, time for a new
try
hobby.
it.
Might as well.
Try it.
So,
I don't have a scrapbook, but for our wedding, we did there was these papers that I bought that essentially was like an insert that you could put in like a book where each of the guests could fill out. We gathered them all up and put them in a box, and I haven't even read anyone's responses yet or anything of that nature. So that's something that needs to be done. Is just read what people made for us, technically. So it's kind of like its own surprise. I was thinking about doing that at the 10th anniversary or something.
That's cool.
that's
That's a good
cool.
idea.
that'd
Very
be
nice.
really cool. Especially if you and Gort could sit there and actually sit and go through them together and see what everybody said.
So
Especially if you made any new enemies, you know what I mean? If any
It
of
was
your old
like
friends
this
have turned
person's a
into
dick.
enemies.
Why is this person here? I'm gonna-
You're gonna read through and be like, who the hell is this?
Why
No,
did
I
we
don't
invite
think
her
we
to
don't
our
have
wedding?
anyone that's like that. No one that's like that. Yet, we still have a couple more years to make that happen.
You're on my shit list. You're on my shit list. I don't know who you are. You were thinking jail. That would most likely be our guess. Some of our
Oh.
No, actually, I could have a more practical Christmas wish. Maybe some relief from the government before the year ends, because that'd be nice.
That would be nice.
That'd be very nice.
Nice stimulus check would be nice.
Yeah, I know the vaccines get to take a bit. They're just starting to roll it out, but
Right.
stimulus would be nice. Please, thank you.
So how cool was that the first non-study participant was a grandmother, a 90-year-old grandmother in the UK?
I love it.
That
Yes.
was fucking awesome. I heard that and I was like, yes, thank you. Yes, that's what we needed, was this sweet 90-year-old grandmother getting the first vaccine.
Yeah.
And sweetie, you don't have to wait for Christmas to get boobies. I mean, come on.
the boobies on Christmas are extra special.
True.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I have a bow on.
There
Yeah, you gotta
go.
dress them up. Yeah.
I was trying to think of something clever for them, but I can't think of anything. It's like boobmas. Boobmas.
Very
That
brilliant.
sounds more like
Oh,
Christmas.
We wish you a merry boob, miss.
There's this one woman who dressed up her boobs as Rudolph, and she had on her nips the red noses.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
that was a thing last year, wasn't it? The ugly Christmas sweaters with the revealing boobs. Yeah, I remember that. That was being sent in the
I
chat.
love it.
Yeah, that's right.
All I know is I think one of my
Dude.
favorite Christmas commercials, and I don't think it's around anymore, was the Hanes men's boxer commercial, and they're sitting there and they're moving
Playing
their
Jingle
hips,
Bells?
and it's Jingle Bells. And at the end, the last guy is
Yes, I remember that. Yes,
I love
that was cool. That was a cool commercial.
It's awesome.
Oh, no.
You must dress the breast.
God.
Yes, must dress it. Shout it from the rooftops,
Oh
man.
gosh.
Everyone knows.
What's the rest?
Oh Lord.
You could be extra raunchy and just be in ribbon with the bow right here.
True.
Right.
Nothing but ribbon. So there you go.
Jingle balls, jingle.
Oh,
Well, you had your clock just sang for us.
it is, yes.
Please, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Was that it?
No, that was I think that was God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen.
Okay.
I like
Do
that
you have a
one.
Christmas clock?
Yeah.
I didn't say cock. I said clock.
No, it was.
Well, I
All I
mean,
want for Christmas is a Christmas cock.
Christmas. You might want Christmas cock. So I mean,
Anna just said her Christmas wish.
she was dead.
God damn it, Russ, put a bow on it.
She wants Deadpool's Christmas.
Oh, I just had a horrible thought. Oh man, you just put like one of those like wrapping paper tubes over it. There you go.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Short bites.
There you go.
Oh
Perfect.
Lord!
Perfect. You don't even have to fuss with it. Just there you go.
You know, most guys gonna say, "Oh, it can fit in that."
Uh
Oh,
Yeah, we'd have to add some extra stuffing.
Uh,
huh.
things that fit into smaller spaces. That's all I'm saying.
Oh shit!
man. No, you should do a dick in a box as a present.
That's what I
Oh
was gonna say. I was gonna
yes,
say the president was gonna be a dick in a box.
That's a great one.
There you go.
yes. Oh my gosh!
Jingle boobs, jingle all the way.
Jingle bells.
Oh,
Yeah, I should make a sweater that has those two bells on the boobs. I
You
need to do
should.
that. Yeah.
Absolutely should.
Yeah. Okay. I know what I'm doing next year.
For next Christmas,
Yes.
make a
Surprise
note.
everyone.
Don't forget. Write it down. Because I don't know if you're like me, but I'd forget.
Well, this is also immortalized, so you
I'm
know.
gonna get a secret
I don't think I'll forget.
Well, I think they actually do have the Dick in the Box pops.
Mm-hmm.
No
I think so. Yeah, I thought I
Let's see if-
saw those one time.
I thought I saw them. Yeah,
That's from I'll see if I can find it.
yeah, the Saturday Night Live Dick in a
Oh
Box
my god.
pops.
Yeah, that's the third. That's the second search option here. Yeah, second search option. Like more than anything else, not anything
Google
perverted,
is
but yeah.
listening to you.
Yes.
Just is dick in a box right there.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Box.
hell yes!
Someone's getting that for Christmas.
What
There
a
you
funny
go.
song, man. That's so good.
Perfect.
It is.
And
They
I
tried
just
to
had
make up for it in the past, like with other songs, but just can't capture that
Mm-mm.
magic again.
Nope.
No.
No.
Even though I do like the detachable penis song, that's pretty cool too. That was pretty
Yeah.
I
funny.
don't know if I heard
Yeah.
that one.
You need to look that one
I
up.
need to go back
then.
to Lonely Island and just. you
My
know.
favorite Christmas one is the "Do It in My Twin Bed."
Nice.
That one's a good one. Where's all the girls and they'll bring the boys home.
Yeah.
I found the one of the three ladies. I think they're. I want to say they might be English. I'm not sure. I have to look it up again, but I put it on my Facebook. It's you don't have to be a cunt. It's Christmas.
Yeah, I know. It's like the older women and
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
British, I think. And
I
yeah.
love that song so much. I found it the other year and I'm like, I actually really love this Christmas song more than most songs I could hear throughout the year.
Yes.
I think one of my favorite is I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas.
That's a good
Yes. Thank you. I'm not the only one.
My
It's so
And the
cute.
Red Baron. I love the Red Baron.
one. Oh yeah, yeah.
my favorite is Dominic the Donkey.
Yes. Yes.
Just because I love to be able to walk around going hee haw, hee haw, hee haw.
I would have to say that Linus and Lucy is probably my favorite Christmas song though, like of all time. Just it
Oh,
makes me I
cool.
can listen to it all year and it's just kind of one of those like makes me feel really good songs, you know,
Mhm.
regard it's not because it's not necessarily Christmas, but it is at the same time.
Oh,
Right.
I'm going to admit I've missed is not with all this shutdown is not having being in band and not being able to do our Christmas concert.
That's sad.
Yeah, I love y'all's Christmas
I
concerts.
know. And one year
Aw.
talking about, like the Peanuts Christmas, we actually did that for one of our songs. And I mean, it sounded like it came straight out of the movie.
That's cool.
Oh,
I mean, it was
sweet.
like identical, like the music to the movie.
You know, they've been doing like I want to not really, I guess, sort of Zoom meeting type situations, but like there's been a lot of bands and choirs and stuff like that are actually doing recordings
Mm-hmm.
like this, like we're doing right now.
Mhm.
It is something you could maybe
Yeah,
talk
except
to
for
them
when
about.
it's like an 80-person band.
Yeah, no, they
A
do.
little-
seriously. They do. They
It's just, yeah.
I know. I know.
I mean, eventually. I mean, I haven't really touched my horn since last March.
That's what she said.
Literally, like I have not touched my first horn since March. So I'm probably very rusty on that instrument. It's the other instrument
I had to. It was just so perfect.
that instrument I'm still okay on.
Well, on that note,
Really?
we're over time now. So let's do some of our wrap ups. Start with Ams.
All right. Yeah, Makeup Designs. I usually try to make an update every Monday, every week. So I'll try to put up like a new design or an update of some sort. So, but you can also message me on Facebook. Also if you email me on my Gmail, I have all those social media, and I do graphic design, illustration. I'm also knitting and crocheting, but don't ask me right now because I'm swamped. So after Christmas, I'll be more open up to it. So yeah, just drop me a line. Don't be afraid. I can definitely help you out. I recently did another commission for one of our friends, and it took me like 2 hours. So I'm usually pretty quick about these things. So yeah, let me know. I can do whatever.
Yay.
Channy Chan.
Shelf gravy all over the place. YouTube on our Realm Collectors channel. Every other Wednesday. We just had a show last night. Feel free to shoot us a line, ask us some questions, join in the chat every other Wednesday. We've kind of had a slow year because, something about this whole 2020 has really sent some mentalities just in the wrong direction. And we just have had to have time to regroup and figure out exactly how we're going to go about things. But there's always things we're doing. So
cool.
Lady Love.
Nerds Have Spoken podcast. They upload every Thursday morning, and usually on Saturday nights they have a meetup. It just depends on the day, but yeah, so check them out.
Anna, any shout-outs for you?
Yes. Make sure that you guys pay attention and check out tomorrow night on the Realm Collectors channel. I can't go into any more detail than that, but yeah, check it out because they're coming.
They're coming.
They're coming.
Yes.
Yep.
You can, of course, if you're watching us live, you can take us on the go with you, or if you do take us on the go, you can watch us live. Whatever. But you can catch us on any of your platforms that you want. We're on a ton of them. If there's any in particular, let Miss Anna know. She'll work on getting us on there if there really is a neat want for it. You can also follow us on social media. Probably should cancel that Twitter. I don't even really use it. But we're on all the other things, so feel free to reach out to any of us if you have any questions or any show ideas. We're open, of course, to anything. And outside of that, what?
I don't know.
Oh, God bless you. Outside of that, you all have a wonderful Thursday. I almost said Thanksgiving for some reason. Oh, it was weird. It was all like not Thanksgiving. It was
a Thursday.
It was a Thursday. It was always a Thursday. But have a wonderful Thursday and see you all next week.
Bye.
Whoops, this went somewhere else.